How are you? How's everything going?
Everything is going pretty well. I had an amazing day.
That's great. That's great.
What about you?
Yeah, I've had quite the tiring day. I've had back-to-back sessions for few for the last 2 hours, question mark. Yeah. So it's been quite exhausting and the beginning of the day, I took some of the kids from the local government school to the aquarium in our city. So that was really fun. I'd never been to an aquarium before. So it was like a field trip for them and also kind of a field trip for me. So it was really exciting. What about you? How was your day? What all did you do?
I just got back home. Yeah, I went to one of my friend's house. She is in my neighborhood. I had a lot of fun with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really appreciate my, I don't know, female friendships. I feel like it's always fun to talk to your girlfriends, always fun to, not just I remember you saying gossip, not just to gossip, but also like I feel like there's this universal feeling of like having a girlfriend who makes you feel comfortable and safe to be yourself and talk about whatever you want to, you know?
Yeah. Actually, she doesn't want to get married. So when I visit her house, her mother often tell me, please make her understand she's getting old. But she has her own priority. Actually, she's working as a teacher, but preparing for some competitive exam as well.
That's
So
wonderful.
actually, both are right, their own way. Because she's getting old and her mother has some society pressure, I would say.
Yeah, societal pressures, yeah.
If a girl choose not to get married, then it is a kind of stigma in our society,
It's a
especially in
taboo.
India.
Yeah.
Taboo. Taboo is in India. Yeah, but I can't insist her, and so I have to be diplomatic. I try to strike a balance between both the side because auntie trust me and my friend also trust me. You know,
You're the mediator.
yeah, so I can't hurt emotions.
Yeah.
Somewhere I have to manage it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really sweet though that you're there for both of them. Yeah, I feel like when I hang out with my girlfriends right now, a lot of it has to do with um identity, like who we are. I think it's a symptom of the youth to be very reckless and restless with who we are. So a lot about that and
Mm.
passions and also love, obviously. Like we don't know what love is yet, we're trying to figure that out. So yeah, and it's always so fun to have girlfriends your age who are going through exactly what you're going through in some sense.
But it is okay. If someone doesn't want to get married, then it is
Yeah,
okay, right?
absolutely.
Yeah, we should accept it. But still, parents are not ready to accept it, then how will we expect from society?
Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. Yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
glad you're there for them because I'm sure it's very difficult for them to, I don't know, like face other people when there's that kind of stigma.
Hmm.
And you being there is kind of an example for the rest of us. You're setting an example of like, this is okay, this is an okay dynamic, and we should not alienate anyone.
Yeah. So I just told her you can go for marriage and you can sign prenuptial agreement.
Yeah, yeah, I get a prenup. Yeah,
Yeah, prenup. You can sign prenup. Sensible idea.
yeah,
I
it
have
is.
given her.
Yeah, absolutely. Prenups all the way. Prenups are
Yeah,
very important.
I think we can't implement in India. Individuals can't implement. It
There's
is
so
quite tough.
much
Hmm.
silliness here. We're not logical at all. Yeah.
Yes, but we should be.
Yeah,
So I just told her actually I should not have said, but I thought it is sensible idea from my
it
side.
is. It is. It is.
Yeah, right.
It provides security, right, to both
Security,
parties.
and you can share your responsibility what you are going to do, what your husband is going to do if your relation is not going well,
Yeah,
your marriage life, yeah, doesn't well. So you can, how will you manage your funds, assets, so everything will be there.
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So, is there anything specific you want to talk about, or can we go with the flow like we are right now?
Yeah, go with flow is best. Have any topic do you want to discuss?
No, but I was just like, because you said you just came back from a friend's house and you had that smile of like, I don't know, that you had a smile on, and it made me feel like, yeah, like every time I hang out with my sisters or my girlfriends, I
Mhm.
come back feeling so full. Like I'm like, okay, I've asked for advice, I've gotten advice, I've given advice, and we've had this great conversation where so many things were opened up and closed and all that.
Yes,
Um,
but it was very difficult for me. One side I was laughing with my friend, and other side auntie was telling me how long will we live, what will happen with her after us. So there was some emotional strike in my mind. Yeah, how I need to manage.
So, um, are you the friend that people come to ask for advice from, or are you the friend
No,
that usually asks for advice?
I was not giving her advice. I was just telling her, yeah, you can go for marriage. Yeah, you are getting old. I think she is 29 or 30.
Hmm,
So after 30, you
too
will have
bad.
no choice. Yeah. And after marriage, even you can prepare for your competitive exam if you have a great bond with your family members.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Yeah.
29 is not too bad. I mean, I feel
Mhm.
like you still have a little bit of time to
Mhm.
find your person or whatever.
Yeah, but she wants to become financial independent. She wants to stand on her
Absolutely.
feet. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Um, okay, well, have you ever, I don't know, I always feel like sometimes I go outside and I meet someone I dreamed of being, and someone I dream of being like someone who's an older version of me, or I end up finding my younger self in someone.
Hmm.
Do you ever feel nostalgic of like how clueless you once were and like what you could say to your younger self if you met her now? Girlfriends and like those conversations you have with your inner circle, like um do you ever feel like you're giving advice to your older self or your younger self? Like sometimes when I see my younger sister, for example, while I'm giving her advice, I'm like, this is the kind of advice I wanted when I was her age, you know?
Okay.
And
Hmm.
so, do you ever get nostalgic? And if you could meet your younger self today,
Hmm.
what advice would you give her?
Yes, it depends on your upbringing. Yeah, I grew up in a big joint family, and my parents are reserved. Yeah, they are quite traditional. So at that time, environment was completely different, but I haven't got good advice like when to get married. Marriage is not about just age, it's about readiness.
Mm-hmm.
What I feel like if you are mentally prepared for getting married, then you should go for that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
If you are able to take all the responsibilities for your husband, kids, in-laws,
Yeah.
sister-in-law, brother-in-law, everybody is there, you should go for that. But somewhere people feel you are at your 23, 24, this is the right time to get married. So I haven't got this kind of advice when I was younger.
Okay.
Yeah, but now
And
I'm learning through my experience.
when you were younger, who would you go to seek advice from?
I just asked my mother.
Yeah, were you close with her?
Yeah. But my mother is quite innocent. She doesn't know much about the practical things. Yeah,
Hmm.
she always tells me try to adjust.
Hmm.
Marriage is all about adjustment and compromise.
Hmm.
Yeah. But I always think when my daughter will grow up, for example, she is not satisfied with her married life, I will stand by her.
Yeah.
Always think. But my mother doesn't think like this.
Oh.
Yeah, she we live in society. We have to adjust, and I'm adjusting. You have to adjust. Every girl need to adjust. So their
I
mindset
think
is
that's like a
different.
generational gap.
Yeah, generation gap. Their mindset is completely different.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So,
but
okay.
hmm.
But did you have a brother, you said?
Yeah, I have a younger brother.
Did he ever come to you for advice?
No, not at all.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your take on it? What do you think?
Well, if I could meet my younger self, I would probably give her advice about like do your research. Like, don't trust people too easily.
Yes, and
You
prenup sign.
yeah,
Prenup is
sign a
best.
prenup, sign a prenup.
Yes.
Um, yeah, I mean, I'm not there yet. Hand is empty. But yes, one day when I get married, I should have a prenup. But I easily trusted people, I would get emotional and I would
Yeah, yeah, same
get
with me.
everything.
Same with me. I can't judge people easily.
Yeah, and I
Hmm.
would probably give advice regarding that. Or maybe mm, about being confident that I will find my crowd one day. Back in the day, I thought, remember that one time in middle school when I ran a really bad relay race? That is the end of my life. I'm dying. I was so dramatic. And I just wish someone could tell her, like, this isn't the end. Like, there are so many bigger things that will happen, and you will survive all of that, you
Hmm.
know? Um, I don't know.
Yeah, smiles through everything. Life is a blend of happiness and sorrow. Nothing lasts forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So whether you're going through good time, bad time, be happy.
Hmm.
It's a part of our life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do think like when I'm giving advice to my younger sister now, I'm like, but this is exactly what I was going through, and I didn't want to listen to advice from anyone.
And
And sometimes it's not about like what advice you give or listen to. It's about where you are, the person who is getting that advice.
mm,
There are times when my sisters, like my older sisters, or my friends would warn me about something, warn me, and like tell me this is bad, don't do that. And I would still do it because I was in that state of mind where I didn't want to listen to advice.
mm,
I just wanted to talk about it. Sometimes you just want to listen to someone or
mm.
have someone listen to you.
When you speak out, your 80-90% problem will be resolved.
Yeah,
Yeah. Then you can take a decision easily. But
yeah,
if you are already in stress and you seek for advice, so sometimes it doesn't work.
yeah. And I think when you're young, you kind of just want to find things out by yourself. I think
Yes.
parents do this a lot where they're like, I went through all these things, so I don't want my child to go through it. And you get
Yes.
very protective. But some things the child needs to fall down once, experience, having a wound and trying to nurse it for themselves and all that. It
Yes.
needs to happen. It's this natural thing, right?
Yes. And time is the biggest thing. Time heals everything. What I feel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to ask, how is your family? They are conservative or broad-minded?
Yeah, we are a progressive family. So we are quite liberal and, you know, we I would say we are progressive, not liberal, but we're
Mm-hmm.
progressive and I'm more liberal. They're not so much. They're more traditional. They do believe in God and all of that, which is fine. Anyone can believe in God even now, but um I'm the atheist and I'm the one who makes a lot of arguments happen in the family.
I want to ask, like, before taking any decision, are they consider a society pressure? Okay,
They
so,
do. They do. We consider it, we think about it, but we are not afraid of that. I
Mhm.
think my family, we've gone through a lot, and I think we know that society is always going to
Judge
criticize
you,
everything.
judge you,
There is
criticize.
something to hate about everything. So just do what you want to do, do
Do you?
what needs to happen. I
Mhm.
think, for example, divorce, right? Everyone talks about how divorce is bad, like don't get a divorce. It's like taboo, and people are not going to respect you after that, blah, blah, blah. And also, one of the main reasons is, but you have children, so you can't get a divorce,
Yes,
you
yes.
know? But I think it's so much worse to be in an abusive relationship and to make your child see all of that and not get a divorce, if that's what's best for the parties involved, that's what we're going to do. So I think my family's a lot like that, wherein we know what we are going through best. Society doesn't know what we're going through. I don't need to justify myself to society either, you know
Mhm.
that's kind of where we come from. And we are quite progressive, as in our political views are quite progressive. And um I'm more of a liberal, I'd say.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, I mean, we support LGBTQ communities. We have many activists in the family. So my aunt was she had her own foundation for women empowerment. And I work with a lot of NGOs now for advocating education, and also keeping a journal on women and making sure no one's going through any kind of violence. It's very important to us. So we're a very politically charged community. My uncle wrote for op as well. So yeah,
Mm.
we're on that side of the spectrum, I'd say. This session has come to an end, but it was really wonderful speaking with you.
Same here, same here.
Uh,
Yeah.